Who's right here? Who's wrong? How do you guys assess all this drama going on that involves our city here in Chicago?
Ooh. Oh my gosh, you go first, Felicia.
I just wish that it wouldn't be on social media. Yes. It really hurts, and it's annoying. I don't like that Kim K is involved. I don't understand why her husband isn't speaking out on this situation. He hasn't said anything publicly or anything on Twitter since it all broke this weekend. It's just this one cuts, I think, to a deeper part of our because we're actually from Chicago. I was one of those youth of Chicago that Rhymefest is saying that he said F, forget about. That was the nice F word. Yeah. But it definitely strikes a different chord.
I totally agree with you. Why does it have to play it on Twitter? Are they trying to harken back to like the older days of beef between East Coast, West Coast, but they're all fighting? You're from the same city. Sure. You shouldn't be fighting each other. But I also don't understand what's going on with Kim K. They have Chris, who's the momager, is she now the wifeager? Because I feel like she's the publicist.
That's how I feel.
So she's constantly coming in to save her husband and clarify what he's saying. Even when he wrote his wore the hat, "Make America Great Again," she came in to clarify that. Yeah. I mean, what's she doing? She's playing interference for her husband.
Why is so much clarification?
To me, my takeaway was Rhymefest, friend of the show, has been nothing but great to us here. Has done and made a world of impact here in Chicago for what he does. We've had him in here. We've asked him about Kanye. He's taken the high road. He has not ever thrown this man under the bus. I think it got to a point where he said, you've taken it too far with the disrespect and the abandonment.
Oh, okay.
This is what I have to do. I have to take this to Twitter to get some sort of action from you on this. He knew what he was doing, and I think he did it for a reason. And then the kickback, he was hoping probably would come from action with Kanye, or at least words from Kanye. Not a tone deaf, try to take shots at who Rhymefest is popularity-wise, how many followers he has, how expensive his shoes are. Out of touch response from Kim Kardashian.
It's so out of touch.
I know.
We're talking about our children. We're talking about our children.
And all these people have money. It's not about what you say or tweet. You've got money, just donate the money.
It's about what you do. And what have you done for the youth of Chicago? I was always hoping that there was some sort of secret visit, or there was some sort of check that we didn't know about. But according to what Rhymefest is saying, it's been abandonment. It's just, it's too far. And I don't understand why his wife is speaking up on it and he's not speaking up on it.
But I think there's still a little bit of meat left on the bone with this Kanye, this Rhymefest, and somehow this Kim Kardashian involvement in it. You made a very interesting point involving Kim with this whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it's frustrating, the whole thing altogether, because it's about the youth of Chicago. So whatever y'all got going on, and it got personal with some of her attacks there in terms of what shoes he wore and the fact that nobody knows him. He's the one that has Oscars and Grammys and has helped Kanye win one of the few Oscars that he has. I mean, one of the few Grammys that he has, rather. But I guess I don't like how Kanye hasn't said anything about this. I'm all for strong, outspoken women. I consider myself to be a strong, outspoken woman, but I'm also a woman with a husband who ensures that I don't have to be. He ensures that I don't have to be the outspoken one, and I don't have to be the one that takes up all the slack. I just don't understand why he has not spoken up for this for his family. Why is she the only one? And then it just kind of connected me to all the other men in the Kardashian family. They've been treated the same way, and look where it's gotten them. When we look at Caitlyn Jenner going through all of her issues, when we look at Rob Kardashian and all of his issues, when we look at Lamar Odom and all of his issues, I'm not saying that they caused it, but I'm saying you have to empower a man and also let a man lead as well.
Well, I thought the shoe comment was really low. Because that's what you get bullied about when you're in school. I just remember growing up and it was Reebok pumps for us. And not that I ever played basketball. I was a big nerd, but I wanted a pair of Reebok pumps just to have a pair. But I mean, you know, that was low. And we talked about this at the end of the last session. It's like, come on. Enough of this fighting, showing off on Twitter. How about you guys got a lot of money? If you really want to make a difference, let's donate the money.
Have you even been to the south side of Chicago?
I'll leave it with this before we move it along. I would argue that with this controversy, of all the controversial things Kanye's done, this puts the worst light on him here in Chicago than anything he's ever done.
It does.
I would argue, and totally different things, and not to trivialize what's going on with R. Kelly, the alleged stuff, because it's really bad. I would say Kanye West has fallen in probably more distaste and in an arena that's worse off than R. Kelly to people here in Chicago because of how he's turned his back on our city here.
No, it's tough. It's tough.